go now to a live press conference with Prince Charles's private secretary, Sir Anthony McCullum.
Right, as you all well know, there's been a lot of talk recently about an event that may or may not have taken place, or with or without a senior member of the royal family, who may or may not have been engaged in certain unspecified acts of a highly indeterminate nature. As you know, I cannot address the matter specifically, but I will entertain a few brief queries.
Yes, question. Cynthia Watson, London Times. Can you comment at all on these rumors concerning the prince's sexuality?
Madam, as you well know, legally I cannot do that. British slander laws expressly forbid any specific mention of the matter.
So sorry, allow me to rephrase. Could one say that the prince took a holiday from his usual interests? And on this holiday, did the prince perhaps pitch a tent on the Isle of Man?
Yes, I suppose legally one could say that. Next.
Thank you. If I may try a different vein. I know the prince has one. Say the prince were to have a keyboard recital at his home.
Yes?
And he were to invite a certain unnamed gentleman. This fellow would undoubtedly bring a gift, say flowers.
Granted.
So upon arriving, would this gent be more inclined to place roses on the piano or tulips on his organ?
Sadly, the latter. Yes, you.
Say that the prince recently purchased a country home.
All right.
Down Cadbury Lane.
I know of no such address, but I'll allow it.
In the county of Dingleberry.
Indeed.
And say that there was a problem with the insulation in this residence. A terrible draft coming in through his windows.
Where are you going with this?
I wonder if he wouldn't enjoy having his crack filled with cork.
Undoubtedly.
Quick follow-up. His Majesty had elected to become a civil servant. Would one be right in thinking that his occupation of choice would have been manhole inspector?
Often His Majesty speaks of nothing else, yes?
All right, well, despite all this talk, the prince is above all else a gentleman.
Absolutely. Always ready to give a fellow a hand.
For a friend, he'd bend over backwards or forwards.
Yes.
The kind of guy who would say, "'Tis better to give than to receive."
The Prince of Wales is generous to a fault and has been known to give until it hurts. However, I've also heard that if you were to arrive at the prince's back door with a sizable package, you would be received warmly.
Could we say that the prince was reared by a queen?
Yes, of course.
Is you're saying that the prince's favourite actor is Peter O'Toole?
Yes.
Right, and that his favourite meal is a sack lunch.
Yes.
And that his favourite bird is the swallow?
Indeed.
And what of the rumor that the prince can't drive his car over 68 kilometers per hour?
I hadn't heard that rumor.
Because at 69 he blows a rod.